Hey guys, B Scott here. Been a while since we've done a ride along with all these crazy people. Last week was a pre-tape, as you know. So we got Bman the champ, Shoutout kid, filmmaker. First shout out of the week, KK. You're doing a wrestling show, you said, on YouTube. I don't know if you've launched it yet. If you have, I'll post the link down below. All right, what do we want to talk about? Like, it's been 2 weeks.
SmackDown.
More than that since we've had everyone in the car.
SmackDown.
Well, let me ask you guys, because I posed this question in the pre-taped ride along. What do you guys think about championship contender matches?
Yes.
Oh god.
Basically, it's where you have to beat the champion in order to get a title shot.
I think they're kind of like dumb.
Right.
Yeah, I would prefer like the old method where like you have a couple different contendership style matches, you know, just to face the champion. You give more people chances to build stories against each other and stem rivalries and all that. So yeah, that's my opinion.
Okay, but now let me ask you this then: if the circumstances were that there are no viable contenders for somebody to look credible enough to get a title shot, then what? Because let's take the example of Damian Priest that I mentioned, because he defeated Sheamus a few weeks ago in order to earn a United States Championship match, which he's now going to get at SummerSlam. Just found out this past week on Raw. So in that instance, was it okay for Priest to have beaten Sheamus, or do you think he should have beaten somebody else? And if so, who? Because there aren't that many viable contenders in the U.S. title division on Raw.
Well, they could have beat up Morrison.
Well, he's already beaten Morrison enough times. Morrison's not credible.
Well, see, in a case like that, I think you would bring more importance to the championship by taking a few people that all lost their opportunities pretty much, and even putting Damian Priest in the running, do like a battle royal or a gauntlet or something. You know, again, just ways to scratch the surfaces for people to build storylines with each other.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems legit. Okay, then, well, let's see. Oh, yeah, and did you guys see what happened to poor fucking Finn Balor? He was supposed to get a Universal title match, but he got screwed by Cena.
Yeah. Well, first he got screwed by Baron Corbin.
He got screwed by Corbin, then he got screwed by Cena. Cena's supposed to be a babyface, right?
Yeah.
Why is he going in and stealing somebody's championship opportunity that the champion actually agreed upon and signed the contract for? That's not a very babyface thing to do.
But the thing is, with that contract signing, okay, it was all played out perfectly. But the thing was, okay, when Balor picked up that thing and almost tried to sign it, Corbin comes out, knocks him out, throws him out of the ring. And then Cena, all he does is pick him up and throw him out of the ring. Like, give him like a couple of shots and then throw him out of the ring. And then Cena, like, okay, Corbin could have got back in the ring, obviously, but since it was all pre-taped and reliable, so they had to have Corbin out for a little while just to have Cena sign it. But, you see what I mean?
Raw's not pre-taped though.
That was SmackDown. SmackDown's not pre-taped either.
It is pre-taped.
No, SmackDown's not pre-taped.
No, it's not. Yeah, it's live now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's live.
SmackDown's live.
Yeah.
So,
Like, so why in the hell would you have Cena punch out Corbin for like two little punches and then throw him out of the ring, and then he stays out of the ring for the whole time that Cena signed that contract?
and you know,
The whole time Cena puts his
And
feet
Cena didn't even use a legal pen. He used a marker. That contract should be null and void.
yeah, it should be and it could be, but like they kind of, I think
They said it was illegal.
I think Daddy DeVille and the other guy want the match to happen. However, that's very uncharacteristic of Cena, and it's so funny because maybe Roman Reigns' words got under Cena's skin, and that's why Cena did what he did. Because he's like, oh, I can see you. It's been the same thing for like 15 years. So Cena's like, oh, let me do something
back
different.
at Roman with that too.
I love that. I love that line by Roman, and this scene is like the missionary position. That was so damn funny. But yeah, no, I feel bad for Balor because he's supposed to get a title shot, but now Cena muscled his way in and got. That's why I said it's not a very babyface thing to do.
I do like Big E just standing free.
Oh, that was funny. That was so funny.
I know.
All you do is see the camera pans over and all you see is Big E just looking at him with like this big grin on his face holding the contract. That was so
I
fucking
know
funny.
exactly what Big E's gonna probably do. He's either gonna cash it on Raw or he's gonna cash it on SmackDown. We don't know yet. But
Yes, that's the whole point of Money in the Bank.
Actually, I'm actually hoping he does cash in on Raw. Okay? Because then you can have New Day back together again.
I hope he cashes in on SummerSlam. That would be so cool.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be like the best possible outcome. That'd be the best possible outcome. But no, because the whole reason they put Big E on SmackDown is because they wanted to give him a singles push, and now they have. So it would make no sense for him to come back to Raw and rejoin the New Day. He can come back to Raw, yeah, but there's no sense for him to rejoin the New Day when they were trying to put. They're trying to. But then again, this is Vince. The guy changes his mind like on a weekly basis, so I guess that's a possibility. But honestly,
but even if Big E actually does win the major title on either Raw or SmackDown, you know Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods are going to come out and congratulate him.
well, of course they are. They're his buddies. They're his buddies.
That's the New Day for you, man.
They're his buddies. Of course they're going to celebrate with him.
They're going to celebrate like a champ.
I still say it should have been Kofi winning the title at Money in the Bank and then Big E cashing in on him right afterward.
That would have been cool.
That would have been nuclear heat, man. So let me think. Anything else happened on SmackDown? Like, especially this past week, other than that funny segment?
Nothing really.
I heard Raw was a much well put together show this week.
It was actually. So with the beginning of it, actually, Orton came back in a sick ass hoodie that I want.
And his goatee looks pretty
with the
nice too.
Stash. He had a nice mustache, man.
Also, my friend's actually buying it for me, which is awesome.
He's Styles.
Yeah, I know he's actually. Yeah, so that was a great opening promo. I actually got to watch Raw this past week's Raw. Sorry, last week's Raw and this week's Raw. I actually watched it.
Wow, that's a shocker.
I was at Dougie's house. At your house, Shoutout's house. Yeah, it was very interesting. You know, I hadn't watched Raw. I hadn't watched Raw in a while.
The first night on.
Oh yeah. Like we got to tell that story. We went to the 7-Eleven. A lot of great memories there, right, Daniel?
Oh yeah.
So there was this chick. Hey, I need to buy cigarettes, but I don't think she had enough money or whatever. So I bought her cigarettes on my debit card.
Oh yeah.
I will e-transfer you. Long story, I've been fucked over the past few weeks with people trying to e-transfer me money. I've been scammed, whatever the fuck. So
I remember that story.
Don't say it out loud.
I'm not going to.
Don't say it out loud in this car. Anyways,
I'll just think about it and laugh to myself.
Anyways, yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Anyways, so this woman, she said that she sent me the money. I paid for her cigarettes, whatever the fuck she bought. She's standing in the corner. She's playing on her phone. I'm like, I haven't received your money yet. She actually sent the money. We still got kind-hearted people in this world. That's so fucking cool.
I thought that was going to go in another direction.
No, thank fucking God.
No, it didn't.
No, you know what?
It actually went perfectly.
Things like that only happen to people like me. Because I'm too nice. Yeah, no. Because I'm too nice. Because you know what my dad taught me? The Lord told you to help people in need, so I'm going to help people in need. Because
I hardly think
that's what God said to do.
I hardly think somebody needs a pack of cigarettes.
But they needed help, and that's what God tells us to do, right? So
yes.
Anyway, thank you.
Some tells me I don't think cigarettes is what he meant. But anyway,
that person may have an addiction. They may need this. Anyways, let's.
But anyways,
totally off track about Raw. I had to tell that story. Go ahead, Doug.
But anyways, as you were saying, as this guy was saying, so the first very night on Raw when he came over, first time ever he's actually watched it.
In like what?
Instead of he was kind of playing on his phone, but who cares?
I was texting.
But he actually was watching it. I sat and watched him, so
I was
he
texting.
was watching it, and The first like 15 minutes we couldn't get really get it started, and then following we ended up getting it started. So we missed the opening segment, which was Goldberg and.
Well, we saw the ending of it.
Yeah, we saw the very ending of it with what do you call it?
His son.
Yeah, someone about his. Yeah, I forget who it was.
Oh yeah, that was a
what's up
6
with that?
segment. MVP tried to piss off Goldberg's son.
Yeah, and
got
then
scared.
Goldberg comes down, boom, spears him.
More like gently caresses him to the ground. Jesus Christ, that spear was weak. But that's another thing too. Why the hell are all these part-timers getting world title shots at the second biggest pay-per-view of the year?
Thank you.
Yeah, see Cena
and Goldberg.
You wait, Brock Lesnar's gonna come back, title shot right away.
Probably.
Becky Lynch, same thing, title shot right away.
Well, Becky Lynch isn't a part.
full-timer.
Yeah, she's a full-timer. She's just been taking time off to like with her kid,
Okay,
right?
now another one, Ronda Rousey, maybe if she's gonna come back as a part timer.
We need to Jerry back.
Why Jerry?
The Green Mist
New
fan.
Japan.
Well, you got a version of it down on NXT. You got this. What's her name? Fuck. You got a version of it at Ming.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
got a
me
version
too.
of that down on NXT. Speaking of NXT, I know we're kind of going all over the place, but I really want to talk about this. So, and this kind of brings it back to championship contenders matches in a way. Yes, they're stupid. No doubt about that. I kind of take it on a case-by-case basis, but they are stupid, but it's not as stupid as somebody, because this happened twice on NXT, okay? This for the women's title and for the men's tag team titles. So both champions, Raquel Gonzalez and MSK, basically said on camera, if you want a title shot, all you had to do was ask. I'm like, is that how you're supposed to get a title shot now? You just go ahead and ask? Like, I know it's the babyface thing to do, okay? But whatever happened to people actually earning a title shot?
Right.
Yeah.
Can I also like chip in on that? What the fuck happened backstage? So like, I'm hearing Daddy DeVille and what's the other guy's
Daddy DeVille.
Daddy DeVille.
Sonya Deville.
name? No, what's the other guy's name?
Adam Pearce.
Yeah, Adam Pearce. They strictly say, yeah, we're the ones that make matches around here. Okay, like 2 segments later, there's an agreed upon match between 2 wrestlers. Like, what? It's actually like,
Yeah,
we need
that's
some more
kind of.
organizational skills.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
And
Yeah.
I don't know, like them two running SmackDown, I get it, but you know.
Well, they're running both Raw and SmackDown.
Well,
Well, my biggest concern is just sad news, you know. Rest in peace to the legacy of Bray Wyatt.
I was
yeah,
gonna
he
bring
got.
that
That's
up.
another thing too. He
Yeah.
got fired.
I forgot.
And NXT, a lot of guys got fired too.
Yeah.
Adam Cole's contract supposedly coming up.
Who was telling me the other day? I think it was Benson. Shoutout Benson. At least they're keeping up the like Alexa. No, sorry.
Yeah, but
It was my friend Kyle who said it. At least
with Bray
they're
Wyatt
keeping up
gone.
the like Alexa Bliss gimmick. My only thing is the thing that they did on Raw this week with actually like the doll winking. That's great for the TV audience, but not for the live audience. What I'd like to see is Lily, the doll, brought into a human life form. So here's what I mean by that.
Oh, that is so much worse.
Hear me out. You know how Adam Rose had the bunny?
Yes.
Someone could, maybe Daniel could play Lily and stand outside of the ring and dance around and do his, right?
I could do it.
I think hire him to play the real life Lily. Do it.
For real.
He actually knows a fucking chick named Lily who's fucking psycho.
Yes.
Hire this guy. I'm sorry, it's true. Hire him or hire her. Hire the girl Lily. Hire her or hire Daniel. I don't know.
We were meant for this job.
Yes.
Okay, also, shout out to Corey Graves. What is Lily doing out here? Is she even a sanctioned manager in WWE?
Yeah.
That was
Now
Exactly.
here's the thing. Now
Exactly.
here's the thing. Now
Yeah, we've done behavior before.
the first week on Raw,
who?
whatever.
With John.
Okay,
I
Lily
told you.
ended up getting pushed down on the floor.
Sorry.
Got pushed down on the floor, and then Lily standing up, or whatever it was.
Never fucking listen to me.
Like it was like a little, what do you call that? Special effects.
Do it again.
Lily sat up or something.
Do it again.
Oh yeah. She
Yeah,
got up on her swing.
Let's just show you how exactly.
That was actually pretty cool. And then
You're
the
lucky
following
I'm
week on that, Lily was on top of the rope there. Okay, and then I guess the commentator or the other guy was like, "Well, you can't be on top of the rope." Or something.
Well, that was the same time that she went. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the exact same time she played. Yeah, but then again, why is she on the rope and not anybody else?
It's a supernatural
Okay, but
entity. You can't really judge it.
Let me ask you guys something though. Now that Bray Wyatt's gone, what's even the point? Because this whole thing was tied to Bray Wyatt.
Yeah. See,
Yeah,
what's
well-
the whole fucking...
Well, no, because okay, so here's the thing. So there's a rumor flying, right, that like Bray Wyatt's gone, but the Fiend exists. And so on his social medias, there's this random picture that
I saw
came
that.
out. I think it kind of looks like Jeff Hardy's face paint for some reason.
You mean like Willow?
No, like
Speaking of Jeff Hardy, Karrion Kross finally got his revenge.
Thank God.
you know.
Yeah,
I love Karrion
it was
Kross.
a great match. Don't get me wrong, but I
Yeah,
think
he's
Karrion
losing-
Kross-
he's
Karrion
losing to
Kross
Joe
should have had
on TakeOver,
the
though.
first two matches.
He shouldn't have, but he did.
One-on-one.
He shouldn't have, but he did.
Everyone, you know what? Like this, everything's a little one-sided. Like, so Jeff Hardy, you know, he cheats to win. Everyone applauds, but like, the bad guy cheats to win. It's the end of the world.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
they
That's so
should have
stupid.
They should have a third match to see who's.
They're going to. They're going to. It'll probably be this next week on Raw.
Either that or SummerSlam.
No, I don't think it is SummerSlam.
It'll be on like the pre-show.
And that's another thing too. Like not necessarily SummerSlam, but TakeOver too. Why the hell? Because they're having 2 title matches next week on NXT, and you could have at least saved one. Like even Kushida and Strong, they've been feuding for a while, and Strong's supposed to be challenging Kushida for the Cruiserweight title next week. Why not put it on the TakeOver show? Why do they always gotta play?
Like book it like a week before the show or something. Yeah.
That's what they booked it last night, and they're doing it next week. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's like,
They're doing it on NXT, the TV show, whereas they should be doing it on TakeOver. Like the tag team title's okay, fine. That one doesn't have really any heat behind it, fine. But the Cruiserweight title, that should have been on the TakeOver card, but it ain't. Instead, we got like what the fuck we have on that card? We got the NXT title. Okay, fine. That obviously deserves to be on the TakeOver. Yeah, Cross is losing, by the way. We also got the NXT UK title, which apparently is a rematch or whatever it's supposed to be. They're hyping it up like it's gonna be like the greatest thing ever, but I don't know. We'll see. Women's title, that could have been on a TV show, but whatever.
I kind of wonder what, like, they have 205 Live. They should have a 305 Live.
205 Live's pretty much dead now, anyway. Though.
Yeah, because like they only got like 4 cruiserweights left. That's like actually on the 205 Live.
Yeah, not to mention
And
they
yet-
got rid of half of
and
their
yet
roster
what
last
happens
week.
to that cruiserweight title?
It's on NXT. It's the NXT Cruiserweight title now.
Yeah, but the thing is, it was supposed to be the 205 Live cruiserweight title, but now it's like.
Well, 205 Live is nothing more than a show now, and it's barely. I don't think I've ever watched it except for like the very beginning when Austin Aries was on commentary.
That was good.
Yeah, he was a great commentator.
Yeah, Paul London ended up winning the title at one.
I don't know, maybe I think Brian Kendrick won.
Actually, it was Brian Kendrick.
Brian Kendrick
No,
won at one time.
Now let me ask you, like 205 Live is themed appropriately, right? But like, was it the similar vibe when it was Velocity, or was that just the name of a show?
Velocity was more of like Heat, wasn't it? Like it was like
it was like SmackDown's version of Heat.
Main event, basically. Yeah.
Because Raw had Heat and SmackDown had Velocity.
Kind of like how there used to be a main event and Superstars.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's like a separate show.
And how they used to pre-tape them. Same with Taboo Tuesday, right?
No, Taboo Tuesday was a pay-per-view.
Oh, that was a Tuesday. Okay.
That was
and Taboo Tuesday was more like a multiple choice question. Everybody had to vote.
Yeah, that's what they said, but it was.
A lot of that stuff was rigged.
Yeah.
I still remember Cyber Sundays.
Yeah, me too.
That was rigged.
Oh, and speaking of choices, apparently this yesterday on NXT, Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly got to pick they each got to pick a stipulation, and it's for a 2 out of 3 falls match. And Regal got to pick the third. Anybody want to take a guess as to what those stipulations are? Because they are really fucking predictable.
Extreme Rules.
Close.
No disqualification.
Close.
First blood.
Nope. They all start with the letter S.
Street fight.
There you go. That's one.
Strap match.
No.
Stretcher.
Nope.
Submission.
Nope.
Steel cage.
Yep. There's the second one. No.
Singapore King match.
Nope.
Sword fight.
I think that would be a little too dangerous. It's
Street fight.
Street fight. Yeah, you said that one. It's a street fight, steel cage, and a singles match.
Wait, that's the 3 stages of hell?
Yep.
How's a singles match?
Well, 2 out of 3 falls.
Okay, my bad.
It's the same thing. It's just a different name.
They called it 2 out of 3 falls.
That was like the most predictable thing. Like when they said they were picking the stipulation, I'm like, watch, the last fall is gonna be a steel cage. And like Regal's like, last fall, if it comes to that, will be a steel cage match. I'm like, yep, fucking called that shit. Like I get without a title on the line, there's not much. Well, there kind of is, but there kind of isn't. But there's so much more they could have done. They could have done a first blood match. They could have done a tables match. They could have done an I Quit match or last man standing or something like that, right? But no, a street fight, which is pretty much any no disqualification match, and then a singles match, which apparently I think it was only pinfall or submission, so that's no disqualification there. So it's pretty much the same thing.
With no pinfall or submission?
No, pinfall or submission only, apparently. So that's pretty much the same thing as a street fight, because if there's no disqualification, you just go nuts. So the guy can't get disqualified. But yeah, that was so damn predictable. And it's supposed to be a blood feud. Like, why wouldn't you have a first blood match or something?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, like the 3 stages of hell from 2002 or 3 was like so cool.
Which one? The Shawn Michaels Triple H?
Nah, the Stone Cold.
That was 2001. Yeah.
2001. No way. That was No Way Out, right?
Yeah, I think it was the same stipulations, but I mean, at least then it wasn't overdone.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Anyway,
and then we finally got to see Nia Jax with blood on her.
Yeah, she got busted open last week.
Yeah.
Yo, okay, so this is what I said. What I noticed about that episode of Raw, I was like, hey, so let me get this straight. Bray Wyatt's not on the roster anymore, but every single person on the roster was hungry for blood that night. Like, everyone switched up their attitude. Everyone was ready just to annihilate. Like, I remember the promo that Nia Jax cut, and she was like, if you think what you just saw was something, wait till you see till I crush, whatever, right? Like, she was ready to kick some ass. Like, that was a different look in her eyes, like some fire. Like, you got something to prove. Like her or not, more wrestlers need to tap into that dark energy attitude. Start selling yourself, man. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they should start throwing in the WWE game first blood matches for women. Because you could be beating on your woman for so long and they can never bleed.
Yo,
never bleed in those games. It's stupid.
Yeah, never bleed. Okay.
You can beat them down for a whole hour, and yet your women, when you face off, let's say, I don't know, Ronda Rousey versus, let's say, Paige. Okay, you beat down Paige so bad, like her head's like purple or white, as you're gonna injure the person, but yet they're not bleeding. But yet, if you do it to a man's match, and you go to like purple or white, they're bleeding before they're purple or white.
Okay. Yo, maybe I'll share this video on Twitter, tag WWE, and be like, listen, #first blood, #women's revolution.
Like,
yeah, they never cared about that.
Matches, like all these women matches are now becoming man matches.
They never cared about the women's revolution.
All these women matches.
I mean, if you want proof, but if you want proof, look at what they've been doing lately since it stopped being since people stopped caring about it, WWE stopped caring about it. Because, like, you see lately, too, you have all these crappy women's matches that don't even last a minute, just like they were doing back before this whole thing started.
Yeah, well...
And they don't do anything with most of their women wrestlers. I mean, sure, they push Charlotte, but she's, like, the only one they push. Everybody else is just, like, fodder. I got Asuka. She's a fucking beast back down in NXT. Bring her up to WWE. She's a joke. I hate to say it, but she is.
Yeah. You should throw it back down NXT.
You're personally right, B-Man. So basically, I think I was saying this a few weeks ago. I think you guys were all in the car. I don't remember. Anybody who gets brought up to the main roster, they pretty much get buried. It's not only the women.
Very few exceptions.
It's the men, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's not just a women's issue. It's a man's issue.
Like, look at Carrie. Like look for example. Look, Karrion Kross lost to Jeff Hardy on his opening.
Look at guys
match.
like Ricochet, who were dominant in the lower.
That's why
NXT.
That's why I don't blame guys like Gargano and Ciampa who've been down there forever and don't want to come up.
They should have done the Women's Revolution in NXT, which they kind of did. They had Sasha Banks and Bayley, but it is what it is.
Well, WWE, or NXT, they treat their women actually pretty well.
Because Triple H runs it.
Not anymore. If you're listening to the rumors.
Who's running it?
Well, apparently Vince wants to go back to what it was before 2014.
Oh yeah, I heard NXT's getting a huge makeover and shit.
Yeah, he wants to go back to like the game show stuff.
Oh, we're done.
Yeah, I know, right?
Let's not do that.
No, they're going to.
What's going to happen to the NXT $1 billion center they made? WWE Performance Center.
Oh, that's still going to be around. They're just because they're not doing it at the Performance Center.
The game show's going to be buried.
It's going to be a joke now because now Karrion Kross and they're coming up to the
I need to run fucking WWE. Me and Jim Cornette. This is fucking bullshit. Yeah. No one knows how to run companies anymore. It's bullshit.
Yeah. And I was hearing rumors that Shane and Stephanie McMahon are still running Raw and SmackDown.
Oh, they're like writing team or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I think Vince is still running.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing.
I think Vince is still running it.
But we haven't seen them on the show in like ages.
Oh no, because Shane's one thing.
You'll probably see Shane and Vince at SummerSlam or something.
I saw Shane like a while ago, but yeah.
They'll come out for a certain.
I've been to that Sobeys.
Sobeys Extra now, right?
I've been to that Cineplex.
Oh yeah.
This is so over here. So Dane and I went on like a double blind date pretty much out here, and then like we
double blind.
So then after the movie, after the date, girls went one way, we went the other way, and we ended up walking from here all the way to North York.
Wow.
Then we got picked up.
Wow.
Because there was no buses at this point. And we didn't, because we were kind of lost with direction. We were like, we don't even know how far Yonge is to walk up, so we just walked that way.
Yeah, the 901B actually comes out this way.
That was a funny situation. I almost howled at the moon. Dale's like, don't do it, man. There's coyotes out here. If you get killed, I can't help you. So I was like, okay. Fun stuff.
So I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for that.
For Raw and SmackDown, because that's about it for Raw and SmackDown.
And NXT, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'll plug some of my videos. Yeah, so I do have a few videos coming out. I'm not going to reveal. I have one dropping on Saturday.
You actually have one dropping in 2 days.
I have a freestyle. Yeah, we have a freestyle dropping on Friday. I've got a special video. I'm starting to do some politics videos. I'll openly say it.
Yeah,
I've got one dropping tomorrow. I've got one dropping Saturday. It'll be really interesting. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on it once it drops, hopefully on next week's Ride Along. I just did a few videos. I did a new sightseeing in the 6. I'll put that down below. I did another one. Oh, anime. Let's talk about that fucking situation. So, B-Dom and I, my new person in my videos, we went and we talked about anime yesterday. B-Dom says, let's do a Yu-Gi-Oh! Unboxing.
But you guys actually didn't.
Well, no. Next week we're doing it. I don't know anything about fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! So I said to him, let's get Daniel, Troublemaker, to fucking teach us. He doesn't know how to play the current way. So, Bman has voluntarily has taken us under his wing to teach us the proper way on how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So that video will be dropping very soon.
It's just I want to say, like, what's the word I'm looking for?
You're the
Daniel, you haven't played in a long ass time, right?
Yeah, not the new version, right? Like,
yeah,
I played a regular.
That's like the only. Yeah, that's like the only thing
with a Daniel. Yeah.
No, with Dax.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't know if you know about Link monsters and stuff.
See, I have those cards, but like
you don't really know how to use them, right?
On that level.
Yeah. See with me, I play with some pretty top level. Well, I wouldn't say top level, but they're definitely every week.
Definitely pretty top level to me.
Yeah, to you, but I'm saying like they keep me on my toes at least. So like, and I play with them almost every week, so I'm a lot more. What's the word I'm looking for?
Comfortable.
No. I'm a lot. Fuck.
More advanced.
Yeah.
Not advanced either. No. I'm a lot less. I'm more. Fuck.
This sounds like name game.
Like Chris.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Name game. No, we're not doing that.
No.
Like
Yeah.
Chris and
It's
Steve.
coming though, folks.
Like Chris and Steve, like they got decks out there that can like pull off your
So-
even cards that are like back in like 2000.
While B-Man thinks his thoughts, let's get to the point that I was making. Sorry, I know we got off topic. So B-Don wants to do a box unveiling. So next week we're going to Walmart and we're splitting on a starter deck, and we're going to learn how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So I haven't played.
I'd say you probably better off going to a card shop.
I haven't played since I was a kid.
Yeah, these guys can chip at $20.
I haven't played since I was a kid. I told a story today on a group chat. I don't care. I'll fucking say it publicly. When I was in junior school, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards were worth a lot of money. So
They were.
back when I was in grade 4, 5, 6, whatever, I used to rob kids for Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, and that's how I would get money. I was honestly back in the day. I'm not now. I'd not encourage it. I was a good thief, and I think I've told this story before. I loved to steal back in the day. It was easy. It was fun. I didn't get hurt.
I have a sad story about that.
But don't do it anymore though, because you know what? Nowadays there's too much security. There's so much cameras. You're obviously gonna get caught, and you're obviously gonna get a record. I do regret what I did. I don't encourage anyone to steal. Anyways,
Yeah.
go ahead, Daniel.
Back in grade 7 or 8 or 6, one of them. I think it was 7. I had the original Exodia head
Yeah.
from me in school. So
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
I've
made
had
tons
a
of
bunch
got
of cards.
cards stolen. In
I
school.
even had the first edition fucking Dark Magician. That got sold.
Well, like that's just it. They were worth well back in the
Yeah,
day.
they were.
There was a black market. I knew kids at my school who would freaking give me, at the time, you gotta understand, grade 5 and 6, $20 back then was a lot of money to actually like a kid like me. So I would steal the cards and then I would get money for them through the black market.
Yeah.
You know what? It was bad, but at least I wasn't slinging drugs. That's all I'm gonna say.
Now-
I could have slung drugs, but I chose not to do it.
Oh yeah, that's such a high bar.
Yo, the way that I sold cards, you would think I was a drug dealer.
Well, here.
you used to sell them, eh?
Yeah, I used
Now-
to sell cards still.
Now
We-
here's the thing. Now we were all
Stolen
done.
cards or
No,
regular?
I would package my own cards because I had a shit ton.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I would just shuffle them, like all the ones that I didn't need, and I would also add like rare cards in them, put them in plastics, and then I would chop them like $5-10, $10, you know?
Yeah.
And then I would go and just buy cards I did need. So yeah.
Now I know we were all dumb and stupid back when we were like kids. and whatnot.
Everyone is dumb and stupid as a kid.
We all didn't know what cards were more expensive and cards weren't. It was dumb and stupid back then.
Well, actually,
so we probably gave away like cards like the first edition Blue Eyes, the first edition this, that.
Yo, you know
Like,
what? That kind of happened
I
to me.
probably
like,
have.
So
I
got-
gave away my first edition Dark Magician.
So actually, Dougie, I was very smart as a kid. I was a very smart kid. I actually knew like the worst of the cards, so I only robbed for like the most expensive cards.
Yo, like what happened to me was like, I got from a gas station.
Yeah.
I got like my mom bought me a pack. I pulled the Regeki.
Holy
This is
shit.
So cool. I didn't know the value. I didn't know how rare or hard
I
this
know where
card
we
was
are
to
now.
get. Yada yada. So like I'm at school. 3 days later, this guy, he gave me a sick deal. He actually like didn't really rip me off, but like there was way more value in my card of Regeki than what I got. But he gave me Yugi's first original deck plus an ultra rare guy the first night for the Regeki. You know, so it was almost like an okay deal. You know, rarity wise.
If you'd have kept that Yugi deck in mint condition, you'd probably make $1,000 right now.
I see.
Yeah, because all those cards are also like mint.
But yeah, no man, like
Yeah, started like Yugi is so rare now.
these little things, man, like they,
Yeah.
I have a third Yugi Dark Magician, but it's all like beat up.
Yeah,
Back in the day, I
you ain't
wasn't-
getting much for
I
it.
wasn't sure how rare this card was gonna be.
Well, nobody did, right?
Exactly. It's the same with I have the original Blue Eyes White Dragon from fucking.
You what?
I
Wow.
have one
No,
of
not
those.
the original
I remember
Blue Eyes
that.
White Dragon, but the one from Kaiba's deck.
Oh no,
Kaiva's, yeah, I remember that.
Not the LOB version, like the Kaiba one.
STK, yeah.
I'm an OG'er, so
I
I
have
know
the
those
other
ones.
And then I have the Red Eyes Beat Dragon too from Third Egg Joey. But they're all fucking beat up somewhere before. But even then, if I were to sell it, I'm only getting like maybe $50 out
Yo,
of it.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, if they're beat up, that means that you use them and you
Yeah.
enjoyed them.
I
Okay?
did.
Right, so, like, that's what's up.
I didn't even know that those things were even rare at this point. But then when I re-looked at my location, like my collections, and I was like, okay, how rare is this card even though it's beat up?
Yeah.
Let's say if this card was not beat up, how rare would it be?
I don't know.
So I looked at the price and I was like, okay, even though it's beat up, I'm
I think
still
the
putting
road
it
ends
into
up
a
there,
sleeve.
right?
Yeah.
Still
Yeah, so
gonna
I'm
put
gonna
it
go
in my
left.
thing, my box, like if I buy here.
Next
So I
time we
haven't
find a
seen-
Walmart, we're stopping.
That's fine.
Because I
Let's
really
look at
like.
look at this build. Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was. Sorry, I thought there's no outside the building. Go ahead, guys. Sorry.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I like all those like older cards.
Yeah, me
Yeah.
too, man. I used to love like the shows back in the day.
Yeah, I
Because
was
the
really.
smell of the
involved
older
in the
cards
show.
actually smell like really good smell.
You know what I used to play with back in the day?
Yourself?
A bit. Yes, I love playing myself. Beyblades. Beyblades were the thing.
Oh, don't. Oh,
Yeah, I
fuck.
used to
Don't
spin
get-
them. Yes,
Oh,
yeah.
Don't get me
Yeah.
started. I got a Dragoon X still sitting in my
My
closet.
dad fucking bought me that for fucking Christmas. I used to put my hand right in where it would turn because I was like an injury prone kid.
I had a Dragoon, and
Yeah.
this neighbor kid I used to have back in the day traded me for his Dronzer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wanted that.
Yeah,
green
yeah.
Beyblade.
I ended up in the principal's office because of Beyblades.
What'd you do,
That guy.
Daniel?
Pretty much like so. Okay, so my mom bought me this like $10 giant gold Beyblade thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I battled this kid out in the playground.
Yeah.
I won, and then he destroyed my Beyblade. He stomped.
Oh,
on it,
come
so I
on.
pushed
Wow.
him down, and I ended up in the principal's office.
What a prick.
What a prick. You.
Yeah, you know, it's like,
Oh, were you in
it's a
trouble
lot
for
of-
that?
No. So that principal was mega cool. Every time I ended up in his office, he was just like, "Now say sorry to each other."
Sorry.
You know, and like and then he looked at me and he's like, "You be the older role model. Now go on." I
Oh.
was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
You know, like he was
Beyblade.
bomb, dude. Like I respected him a lot.
Yeah.
He wasn't trying to send us home with no letters and shit. Like
No.
that was dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's that's why I ended up in the principal's office. But yo, like when I was playing Beyblades back in the day, one of the coolest things. So I was with my boys on the block. Yo, we were going at it. Yo, all of a sudden, two damage discs touched, and we saw sparks. We were like, whoa! Like that to us was fucking wicked. turns out, like, if you just, like, put the damage disc by the wall and just start scratching it or whatever, brick wall, you'll see sparks as well. You know, like, that shit was cool.
Yeah.
I used to play the Blade video game for PlayStation.
Yeah, I didn't actually really like those actual games.
Yeah. Oh, well, this is super funny. Like,
I still played them, but I just didn't like it.
Like, 5 people in grade 8 thought I spoke Japanese because I understood the Japanese menu. Because they had a version of it for, like, their system or whatever. And so, like, I was just setting it up for them. Like, okay, so you battle this battle, whatever. They're like, yo, you speak Japanese, bro? I was like, I just understand the menu.
Hi.
Yeah, Digimon was a good game to play for the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, yo, I played Digimon World 2 and World 3.
Yeah, I know, those are like good games.
I played Bakugan for, I think, Xbox.
PS,
Okay.
PS1?
360, I think.
Yeah, there's
Is there
one for
one more? No, there's
PS2, and there's also one for the Xbox, and then
Yeah, that
there's one
figures.
for
That,
I was just there a few weeks ago. I think I told
there's
you.
also one for the Wii.
the figures, though.
Bakugan Broly.
We'll find one, dude. Don't worry.
I know, I'm just saying the figures, like, there's a mall there, but there's no...
Yeah, no, there's no Whopper. That's Upper Canada. I was just there a few weeks ago.
Yo, you want to jump into name game?
You know, I was thinking about that. Why don't we do it to where it's a separate video? Because we're going to probably do one anyway. And then this one won't last because this one's already going on 40 minutes, like almost 45 minutes. So if we do a name game, we're looking at probably like an hour 20.
Okay, and
So why don't we like stop soon, like whenever? And then
I can just add on to it. Yeah, that's fine.
No, you make it a separate video. That's what I'm saying.
But it's usually a part of the ride-along.
Yeah, you're right, but what I'm saying is, since this is going on so long anyway, and these name games usually...
I think he wants it just to be one video. He doesn't care if it's...
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, whatever.
I don't care how long they go, dude. It's my ride-along. You know, yeah. But anyways, yeah.
So a dirty name game, or...
Well, I'm trying to find well, as soon as we find a Walmart, I would stop anyway, right?
Yeah, so then we can stop the video.
Yeah.
So, I want to make a plug.
Okay.
So, I wasn't here for, about 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah.
In the meantime, while I was gone, I did drop my first ever album. It's called Lo-Fi and So High. The numbers are doing really good. Like, the numbers on Spotify, the album as a whole has at least 79 hits. I'm so grateful for that, so thankful. My listeners have gone up from like 10 to 13. Today it was 17. Like, I'm very happy about that. I'm getting, running promos on Toronto Rap Stars, on Markham Entertainment. Again, I'm very, very happy about that. Shout out B-Scat. Thank you so much for pushing and helping me.
I actually shouted it out on last week's ride along, I think, and also the week before. So,
thank you so much.
Yeah. So actually, like, the links are on there. I will post it again, the links. So it's on Spotify and SoundCloud, right?
No, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, and YouTube, and TikTok.
I thought it was on SoundCloud.
No,
okay, sorry.
I looked on Spotify and it's not there.
You have to type in Troublemaker.
It's there now.
Yeah, it is there
now. Yeah.
It's there now?
It's on my It's.
Let me see. I got Spotify sitting right here.
Anyways, guys, yeah, and don't you got a music video dropping soon, Daniel? I think I had mentioned that too.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. So yeah.
That was fun to film because I'm in it, by the way.
So we got the music video for Virus dropping at the end of the month.
Oh.
And it's going to be part of the Halloween in August video.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, so we have a lot of cool flavor coming out. Yeah. And then on top of that, about 2 days later, September 2nd, we have a brand new music video, Frosty and Troublemaker, We the Future. That was also a lot of fun to build. Fun fact, so we were filming in front of a couple portables and whatnot, and all of a sudden the portables are gone. They're missing. It's like they got removed. Aliens took them.
Who said that?
Frosty sent me some footage. He's like, bro, the portables are not here no more. Maybe we hallucinated the portables. I don't know.
Wow.
But they're in the video. Sheesh. So yeah, no. So that was cool. That was fun. And yeah, more music news. Just tap into my YouTube. Troublemaker the Rapper. Thank you.
It'll be down below in the description.
Thank you, bro.
Post it all.
Oh, there it is. There yesterday.
Okay. Okay. Anything else anyone want to say?
Not really. I don't think.
Yeah, see, it wasn't there yesterday, but now it's there.
No, man. No, I'm good.
Okay. Pause the video. End it.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna come back in a bit, hopefully.